My name is Robit. I am a Cambodian artist. I am an artist from Battambang, and I start to study art since 2005 at Phra Panlu Salpa Visual Art School in Battambang, and then I graduate in school from school in 2010. So now my artwork is I like to represent like a painting, and also I do some performance like light painting, and I like to present about what happened in society. Like I have my first solo show, my first show at Siem Reap is I talking about the woman under the lights, mean the prostitute, like the woman who work as a prostitute. So I like to work to reflect like a mirror, like to reflect to the society. In 2012, I was moved from Battambang to Phnom Penh, and I ran a studio in white building. In 2012, I was create a new series of my solo show. Title is Chroma, and all that work it was shown at Robit Gallery. And in this series, I represent about the Cambodian portrait with the chroma form, how they use it. So after 2012, I was moved to Battambang. It means like when I finished the exhibition at Robit Gallery, I moved my studio to Battambang, and then I start to work with the far Cambodian circus. In that time, I working as a performer, like I do light painting in the performance of the circus. And in that time, I have a show in Siem Reap and have some show abroad too with far Cambodian circus. After I finish the work there, I move my studio to Phnom Penh again, and I start with new work that right now is have still exhibit at Sasa Art Project. And this series is titled Street. I'm talking about the kind of this work is about abstract work, and I represent the line of the color that make the form of abstract. It look like this work is like you can feel like the chroma form, or can be like construction. And right now I also have another show at Tribe Gallery in Siem Reap also in the same time, and this work is called Beyond. And in this series, I represent about life, death, belief, natural, environment, and also about hope. When I create my painting, my work is I paint with the color on the canvas, and before my work was I use when I paint, when I create my art, I always it's always connection when it's been like with my technique that I use. Before I use dropping technique. I use the enamel pen and put in the plastic bag, and I drop down with the only one line to create the form of the pen of the picture. And in that time it was really power, really express of my feeling. And after I finished the Kramasari, in the in right now I move my technique from dropping technique to the beginning, like when I was in school, like really classic technique, oil with a brush on canvas. So when I move back to the beginning, I just feel like I born like a movement of nature, like it's born and dead. So, and I feel really enjoy with to work like uh, like I do before. And when I work, I stand the painting on the chevrolet. It means my feeling can involve with the environment around me. And when I use dropping technique, I just look down to the floor and I forgot everything environment around me. So, but when I move my canvas stand, my feeling is start to catch every environment around me. I got many inspiration from many artists around the world. Like when I was study at school, I like to look the book of the painting. So in that time, I saw many artists work like Picasso, Van Gogh, Monet, Mondrian, Klim, yeah, and many artists in Europe that I got inspiration from them to create my painting, my artwork. And even sometimes I could not understand what does it mean in this painting, because the letter is in French or English and I'm not well in the language. So but I try to understand the picture by photo of the painting. And this influence really helped me to find the own way in my work. In this work that I'm working on now is I talking about the society. You can see it can be, I want to represent like what happened in the world now, in the society now, that it's kind of like a development, or this man is like sitting waiting someone. His character is, I wanting to say, it also can be me or can be somebody. And the face of skull is about the death, feeling of death, like when feeling of death, like yeah, about natural and development. And some work is about the world issue. Yeah, I paint police because I like the form of the dress, the uniform, and the work of he do. Like before, I was like my father. He was a soldier too before. So uh, it can be also represent the man with power in the society. Yeah. And I use red. It's about this painting is like a sketch. So I like to sketch with red. Is the color of the power, like color of for me is feel really suffering, like upset, like unhappy. Yeah. And the face skull is represent a feeling of the dead, like feeling like dead people. Yeah. It can be dead person or still alive. Yeah. It's also about the the world, like no, it's not the world, like it can be like the world was controlled by the army powers, like so it's about a man like has power to control everything, like